Hello and welcome back to Cynthia's Conversation. Today's topic is a man request. How to deal with the bad sex in a relationship. So let me introduce my panel. My right hand, on my left, I have my Yvonne.
Hello.
So ladies, this is a man request. How do you deal with the bad sex in a relationship? Let's go to Amaka first.
Yes. Don't know.
That's not how it works.
Okay, why don't you put
You
us
always
first?
want us to give you first. We are giving you the platform.
Okay, you will see that conversation.
How do you deal with the bad
The bad sex in relation, I don't know. You first.
Okay, let's rephrase the question. If you're in a relationship and the sex is not working, how do you deal with that? So that's kind of.
And we still come back.
I'm back to you.
Working in what sex?
If
What?
it is not
It's for you yourself.
For
it can
you,
be
yes.
both ways.
It can be both
No,
ways,
no.
but
The other person, I think they're giving it to you good now, and then you just
okay, yeah, in relation to you.
Okay, communication. You tell them that, oh boy or oh girl, I'm not enjoying this. Can we try something? Well, like people always say, but I don't know how to be freaky. But I don't know. You talk to the person and see if there's something they can do to improve it. If you are not enjoying it, and if you love the person enough, unless you want to go outside.
How do you deal with?
No, it's not possible. That's my own.
Well, you leave.
No, it's a deal breaker. It is a deal breaker.
Will you try and talk to the person?
I will talk to the person. I will. I will try. We will look for options, I will say, I remember I dated somebody who couldn't kiss, like literally.
Eh?
Literally. When I say he couldn't kiss, I mean, don't get me, he could do the mouth to mouth. But I think for him, kissing was to pour all the saliva. I'm like, nah, that's not how it's done. I'm sorry, but let's get back to basics. Let me show you how it's done. You can kiss. Yes, I know that you exchange bodily fluid. Doesn't mean that you have to pour the whole bucket into your mouth. That's not how it works. And I literally had to, because I liked the person, so I made sure I put my foot down. I put my foot down to actually start telling them and teaching them.
You must have liked the person.
Oh, I did like the person. He was. Oh
I
my
need
God.
a vodka.
In fact, the funny thing is, this particular person, right? He was
good in bed.
fantastic. But the only problem I had was the kissing.
And
It
so
got
that's
to a
okay.
point. I mean, initially, I said, no kissing. Let's just go straight. But because I liked him, I took time to teach him. I said, look, you don't do this. Maybe he's never been told, you never know. And yeah, he did fun. Because it took me I had to find a way to tell him without hurting his feelings. And that's because I cared. If it was someone I didn't care about, that's it. You're not seeing me again. Okay. I will move. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I mean by test drive. You cannot go and buy a new car without test driving. If I go buy bicycle, then fix the bicycle finish. I go say, bros, make a driver before I give you my money. No, I don't know why you're laughing.
Okay, I should cry.
Test drive is very important. I can tell you 101 people that will say I will get back to you. Technically, that means bye. When I say I will get back to you, I'm done. Sex for me in a relationship
It's very crucial.
is I would say is important. Because you cannot have a relationship and be fantasizing being with somebody else outside. And I think the problem with majority of our women of color, especially we from Africa, who are from the conservative background, tend to buckle you up.
Yeah.
You know,
just manage it.
And auntie, uncle, I don't manage you. Manage do not exist in my
vocabulary.
when it comes to
sex. Definitely.
This is how it works. You have a date, and then there must be one or two things that I like about. I'm a great kisser. So if you don't know how to kiss and fair play, or bros, you go waka. There is no two way about it. There is no two way about it. So number one, before you even get to the point of saying make we remove our clothes, the kiss has to be inflamed. And and your lips has to be as soft as ice cream.
Yeah,
and tasty.
If there's any more there anymore.
And tasty like the strawberry ice cream. And then when we get to the spanking pancake, bros. In this 2020, I'm not in the mood to teach anybody how to.
What is it? So if the man's lips is tasty as is something, give me ice cream, strawberry something, and then when you get to spanking pancake,
it's not working.
Maybe I will get back to you now. How was it? Oh, that was shit.
you tell the person.
100%. Do I look like somebody that is going to pretend in this age?
No, you just say it's okay, then you.
It wasn't okay.
If
you tell him it was okay, how is he supposed to know that he was crap?
Hey, but one man's meat is another man's poison.
I bet you go find that
meat.
person where you be in meat, not by me. Look, it happens a lot. You will find it there. Yeah. I've seen people saying, "Oh, she has all the quality that I want, but in terms of sex, she is absolutely crap." Girl, what planet are you living? Go and spice it up and sex it up. So those one where they like to off light, so make I not see face, you don't see my face, and then you finish doing, you still put on the light.
There's no offing of light.
No, I
have to see everything.
Brother, don't die in silence. If she's no freaky, like just freaky. Just waka.
Because it's going to continue to bother you.
Absolutely. And then when the man go out to do what he shouldn't do, then you say, oh, he cheated on me. Yeah. Because they say be a lady in the street and be a freak.
Okay, but if you've liked, forget our age. If it's a younger person and they really like the person, you don't suggest that, like, be a freaky, show them what you like. Because sometimes
like
the other way,
I like
yes, sometimes because you're young, sometimes some people, a lot of men complain that we don't tell them what we want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you don't tell them, and it works vice versa, how will I know what you like if I'm not told?
Yeah.
So sometimes it might be.
So why you not mistake the place where you for put the thing, put her for somewhere else?
No, some people don't.
Told. I beg, my dear. What don't.
Okay, so what? Okay. Now you're telling the person to leave the girl or woman if the person is not freaky, and then you're telling the woman to go and spice up. How will she know that she's not spicing it up?
What are you on about?
If you don't tell me that's the reason why.
Uncle, auntie, when it comes to spanking, nobody have time to teach anybody anything. I'm too old to be teaching somebody how to spanking. If you have the time to teach you,
no, I'm talking about that.
I'm just saying, this is me, this is me. Don't get me wrong, if you want to teach him, it's your choice. If him want to teach her, it's their choice. But me, Cynthia, at this age, I am too old to be teaching anybody how to spanking. And like I said, it's very important to test drive. I have seen a marriage proposal, not once, not two, not three, that will say, we won't do anything because it's against my religion. A big fat F off. So what happened when I don't drag myself reach out and finish, and it can't reach the time wait to bring out the chicken winky? It's smaller than my pinky finger. Not only, like they said, size doesn't matter. Not only not only is a pinky, and then still come to do the pinky no do, and then they will say no, see, she married yesterday, she divorced tomorrow. I don't do shit like that. We go test drive, all night driving, all daytime driving, afternoon driving. I have to know the one that drives best, so that I know the one that I'm settling for, whether than the morning whether than the afternoon or the evening. And if it's not, I will talk to you later. I've read my case. Amaka,
I've got nothing to say to you.
No, you have to.
You keep saying your age. That's just okay. Forget somebody that is our age. okay, talk to your younger self, who is, let's say, a novice, let's say 19, 20-year-old. So you tell them, well, no, I'm not talking about, okay.
Should I tell you when I started?
Okay.
I started when I was very young. I had my first daughter when I was 18.
No, let me just finish.
I had my first daughter when I was 18, and it takes 9 months to conceive, to have a baby. So trust me, how old I was there. Even at that time, even at that time,
not everybody is like that.
Boring is not part of me.
That is fine. But you cannot tell a 90-year-old boy with
How did I learn?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody is not. Let me land now.
Okay. Yeah,
not everybody is the same. So somebody has to teach. It's not. If I fall in love at the age of 19, or let's say I'm a guy and I'm in love at the age of 19, and there's a 16-year-old girl, and I really like her, I will. You know, if I really want, I will tell her how to spice it up. And if it doesn't, that's besides the point.
It's a question. Who teach you?
Let me say, not everybody is the same.
I just asked a question.
I'll tell them what I'll tell. Nobody's teaching me. How do you know? I might have had my experience from. I'm probably more experienced than by trying different other stuff with other people. And if I really like this person, I don't see why not. If I'm young, I'm not at this my age, but as a young age, you can't just keep saying because well, the way I have sex with you, I don't enjoy it. Then at the age of 9, no. If I really want to be with you, if not, it's okay. I mean, I don't see what it. And then you've said it many times. Okay, the lady should go and freak it. If I don't know, if there's nobody to tell me, because not everybody is.
Okay, let's come. Let me throw a question in that will like literally throw everything out. You're right when you say different people learn different ways. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Some people learn on telly, some people learn by book, some actually don't even
Just have it in them
until from school. Some it might even be that they stumble, they actually see. So different people learn, because you do have guys that are even in their 20s and they've never really slept with anybody. And there are guys or girls that some crazy situations where they've literally had to go and pay to sleep with a prostitute just to be able to learn how to do what they need to
some
do.
People are off,
some people don't really, you know, so at that point in time, like for me, I still think, look, whatever, because when you meet somebody and you like that person, at that point in time, you're not thinking who has more experience and everything until you actually start like your test drive. Then you now know where they are, whether you're more freaky than the other or vice versa. Because sometimes when you meet somebody and you experience something new, you might not even know something that person will show you in the process of that having sex. You understand? You might know so many methods, and then one person will come and show you something else. Like whoa,
freaky.
You know that thing, you did do it again.
Communication,
you know?
There we go.
So if that's the case, like okay, I gave that my example now. It's not like he could do everything, but I just don't understand why he was doing the kissing, but then why that? Do you get what I'm saying?
Stop talking about kissing because I just
no. But you know, like for me, that threw me because I didn't expect that. I've never kissed somebody that did that.
Me too. I've never even heard of it.
No, so for me, I kind of like, you know, but because I really like, and when I showed him, he didn't do it again. And I enjoyed continuous. You get what I'm saying? Now I could have just picked it up and gone. He will go and do it to another person and think he's doing the right thing.
Okay, so let me.
Or maybe the people that he did it with before me, he didn't complain. That's why.
And they said I'll see you later.
Yeah, and he thought it was okay, so he gave it to me.
Let me flip the coins.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, if the man has every quality you ever want in a man, and the spanking is really bad, will you manage?
No, I wouldn't.
Amaka, would you manage?
Well, you see, that's what you see. Yeah, now people are not listening to me. If I like the person enough, and let's say if you like the person enough, and you try and, like I said,
I didn't say
let
teach.
me finish.
It's a question. I said,
but
if you find, just listen to the question again. I said, if you find someone that has the quality that you are
quality in what?
In every other aspect of the quality that you want in the man.
Like you want everything.
Everything that the man has in quality, except from that spanking. Will you manage? It's just a question.
I probably would.
You will.
Because to me, personally, sex is not that important.
Okay, that's the answer. That's
To me
That's it.
personally, sex is not that important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you've
Yeah.
answered my question.
Yeah.
Me, it is very.
Okay, so
It's
if
essential.
if the man has is a shithole and sex, because that's exactly basically what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
It's an asshole.
Flip the coin.
If the guy is a fucking asshole, doesn't have a job, is just an asshole.
But
Doesn't have any qualities you like.
Yeah.
But the only his qualities he has, qualities that he has that you like is sex.
Have you two here?
Okay.
No,
let me answer the question.
No, I'm asking you. No, you asked me. I said yes or no. So
Okay,
yours is yes or no.
let
Will
me
you
ask-
manage?
And
Yes
go.
or no?
Let me answer your question. Have you two here
Yes or
to
no?
say that says a good sex make a good
You
relationship?
said you're
work?
managing. That's if sex is important to you.
For
That's-
me,
You manage.
no. You haven't. I haven't answered. Be patient.
Answer.
Okay. When I was younger, I would probably overlook every other thing and stay because of the sex. But now, at this stage in my time, no, it has
Yeah, now we are
to
saying
be.
the
It
same
has
thing.
to be a total package. But when I was young, before I had my kids, I'll probably, the sex is good. I have been in a bad relationship, which even the people outside will say that this is not good for you, and I stayed because the sex was good. But now,
Now you have answered
but
my
now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I will not settle for that. I want the total. I will not settle for less. If one thing is minus, I'm not staying. But these bros that tell us to this bad sex, uncle, if you think you can manage, but life is too short to be managing. Manage what? Life is too short to sit there and say, I will manage because, hey, no. Maybe you will go and look for somebody who is willing to manage with you. If you are willing to manage, okay. But if you don't want to manage, keep working. That's me.
I would answer your question like, when you said if it's only, again, do you know what? I think these things are, you're going to get different answers no matter where you go.
So why did people let me trust you? Told me to say yes or no. I was trying to explain to you why I was.
No, I'm
So yes or no?
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Like you said, if everything is completely rubbish and it's only the sex,
Would you
right?
manage for sex?
Would I stay with the
Just
person
because
just
yeah.
for the sex? I could.
Okay.
I could, but then I will have to define it into something. That's why I was going to say it. I will have to define, like, if the sex is so good, and for me, like, sex is the huge thing for me, then I could say, okay, I might not have a relationship. Let it just be that I'm just having sex with the person.
Absolutely. You
And then compartmentalize that person into just
Sex.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So that's my answer to that.
That's possible.
That's my answer to that, because people react differently. If sex is a big thing,
So that means no, you wouldn't have a relationship. So the answer is no.
No, she just said she might, she could.
No, she said she wouldn't have a relationship because she would.
No, your
she would
question is if he is rubbish everywhere but it's just the sex, will you manage it? And I said yes, but I will put that person in a package of I'm just having sex with you because I want that. Sex is a relationship.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. You don't have a relationship with someone if you haven't.
No, when I say relationship,
sex body. No, it's not.
No, but sex body in itself is a relationship on sex.
Yeah.
Sex is a relationship.
Okay.
No, sex is a relationship.
Okay.
I mean, we're not talking relationship as in.
That's what I was thinking of. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking of.
That's what I was.
Okay, you're talking about like
a relationship.
No. That's why I said it the way I said it. Like, if it's just the sex, then I'm just keeping you there to be
a sex body.
Exactly. So I will keep it there because for me, some people the sex doesn't matter. They wouldn't. You understand? So that answer varies on the person.
All right.
The person it matters to.
Uncle.
True.
Yeah.
If you think you can manage. But for me, I don't do manage. If you think you cannot manage, don't manage, oh. Ladies. Test drive is important. You cannot be with somebody and be fantasizing of being with someone else. And ladies, like they said, be a lady in the street and be a freak in the bed. And no man wants a boring woman as a boy girlfriend. Because the way you are saying I can manage, I don't think majority of men will want to marry a woman who is like a pole on top of bed.
There's also communication.
But Uncle, I hope I was able to touch it too. But if you think I haven't, I'm very happy with these beautiful ladies here.
If they don't know what you want,
it.
if they don't know what you want, how will they know what you like? Also communication. There's also communication.
Whispering. Oh yeah.
Exactly. You whisper, just touch it there.
Next time,
you
guys.
know, do it like this.
Bye.